So let me show you what these exercises are that could help give you relief for your associated pain associated with L4, L5, or L5S1 disc bulge. And I'm just going to use this bed over here, this table here, and I'll show you these exercises, okay? Helping you relieve pain, conquer stress, and supercharge your health the chiropractic way. Okay, let's get started. This is exercise number 1 of 4. It's called Mad Cat or Angry Cat stretcher exercise. These are pelvic tilt coordination exercises. Arch your back to get a backwards pelvic tilt. Sag your belly to get a forward pelvic tilt. Arch your back to get a backwards pelvic tilt. Sag your belly to get a forward pelvic tilt. Do these rhythmically 10, 20, 30 times. Very effective in mobilizing the lower lumbar joints, the lower lumbar discs, L4, L5, L5S1. More mobility means more fluid being drawn into the discs. More hydration into the discs means more health. And the motion also relieves pressure in these discs and also any tension associated with the disc injuries or low back inflammation and injuries. Exercise number 2 of 4, it's a seated version of these pelvic tilts. Sit at the edge of your chair and you're going to jut your belly forward for a forward pelvic tilt, round your back for a backward pelvic tilt. Very rhythmic, coordinated movements. Jut your belly forward for a forward pelvic tilt and then round your back for a backwards pelvic tilt. The seated version of these pelvic tilts a little bit easier than the Mad Cat version. Always do these exercises within your pain tolerance. Exercise number 3 of 4. These are knee to chest stretches, helps relieve muscular tension in the gluteal region, the buttocks, also the low back region, and also relieves pressure and tension in the nerves that are associated with leg pain and sciatic pain. So you pull your knees towards your body, hold that for 10 seconds, repeat it 3 times. Again, always do this within your tolerance. Never stretch or do exercises that triggers or aggravates pain. This is a single knee to chest stretch. 3 times you do it on each leg and hold that for 10 seconds. And then there's an angled version, good stretch for the gluteal region and also low back region. Very, very effective in relieving tension in the lower back and also in the nerves that go into the legs. Exercise number 4 of 4. This is an extension Mackenzie protocol exercise, helps relieve pressure in the lumbar discs. You lie flat and you lift your body, your chest off the ground. Keep your elbows flat though, do not lift your elbows up. This is the easier version. It helps relieve pressure by gapping up the spaces between the vertebrae where the discs are. This is the more challenging version, more advanced version. It's an extension exercise, helps relieve pressure in the lower lumbar region. You extend your arms out to get a better, bigger extension. Okay, exercise number 1 is back extension, standing. Take your hands, put them on your waist just to support yourself, and you're going to extend back like this. As far as you can without causing aggravation in your back or any leg symptoms. And what that does is it opens up the space where the discs are and relieve any pressure from any compression of discs being squished down in that flex position. So extend, hold for 1 to 2 seconds, repeat that 5 to 10 times. Now, before I show you the next exercise, the key thing with any exercises is never ever do them if they cause an aggravation of back pain or leg symptoms. Only do exercises within your tolerance. Exercise number 2, also in the standing position. It's a pelvic tilt exercises. In some of my other videos, I showed this exercise seated, but it can also be done standing. So again, you're standing. I like to put my hands on my pelvis over here, and you're gonna arch your back, round your back. Arch your back, round your back. So it looks like that. Arch your back, round your back. Arch your back, round your back. This is a complete pelvic rhythmic coordination exercise. What it does is it helps to mobilize fluid into the disc, bring more health and nutrients and vitality to that disc, and also decrease irritation and pressure with that mobilization. So it's a very, very effective exercise. It can be done seated. Check my other videos to see the seated pelvic exercise, or it can be done standing, just like this again. So pelvic tilting. It's all pelvic motion. All right, let's get right into this exercise. It's called pelvic tilting. That's pelvic tilting. If you're at home, follow with me. If you're sitting at your computer desk at work, you can also follow with me. You happen to be somewhere else, do it later on when you get home. So the first thing you do is you grab a chair, sit at the end of your chair just like this, and the idea is to get your pelvis rocking forward and backward, just like this. And I'll tell you what it does in a moment, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna tilt your pelvis forward, like you're jetting your stomach out, and then you tilt your pelvis backward and you round your back out. So tilt your pelvis forward and tilt it back, and try to go as far as you can. Now, it looks easy, but for some people that have back problems, this coordination of pelvic tilting forward and backward is a little delayed or not coordinated. So it takes some practice. It helps when you put your hands here on your waist to kind of guide you along. The idea is to tilt your pelvis as far as you can, backward and forward. Backward and forward. Just like that, okay? All right, here we go. Let's start with stretch number 1. This is called a knee to chest stretch. Bend one knee, pull with your hands towards your chest, hold that for 10 seconds, repeat 3 times. With all these stretches, you want to hold them for 10 seconds and repeat them 3 times. Do the same to the opposite side. You get a nice stretch in the gluteal region and in the muscles surrounding the sciatic nerve, which can trigger sciatic nerve pain when inflamed or in spasm. Also a good stretch for the low back as well. A variation of this stretch is a double knee to chest stretch. Take both hands, pull the knees towards your chest, get a very good stretch in the lower back region where the sciatic nerve originates from, and also in the gluteal region where the sciatic nerve is as well. Very, very good stretch to relieve back pain and leg pain. Stretch number 2 is called an angled knee to chest stretch, just like here that you see. Take your knee, pull towards your chest just like before, but you're going to angle it to the opposite shoulder, get a nice stretch in that hip on the lateral side and in the gluteal region where the sciatic nerve comes out. Very, very effective. Now, if you have pain with any of these stretches, you need to ease up a bit. Never stretch into any pain range. Stretch number 3 is very, very effective for sciatic nerve. It's called a piriformis muscle stretch. Take one leg, put in a figure 4 position, pull your hands through your thighs, pull that thigh so you're actually stretching the opposite side of where your hands are. Great stretch for the piriformis muscle, which is a trigger for sciatic nerve when in spasm.